What's happening, guys? I heard you, B&A. Good morning, B&A. Nick Martino's up in here. How's it going, my man? You guys chatting it up? Yeah. He's good. Oh, I got coffee. I got monster drinks. We got everything squared away today. Of course, hey, carrying my Spyderco Sage 5 CF, um, a real EDC knife because I EDC it for real, not for play. But yeah, with the tick on it, as if there's not enough ticks out there already. But Neil McKenzie, welcome to the chat. How you doing? Yeah, Neil McKenzie's a channel member. B&A's a channel member. Where yeah, we got it going on. Life is good, I guess. Yeah, Mrs. B is on vacation. And hey, tomorrow's her birthday. So she's sleeping in today, of course. So she's gotten up like early every day, like early work time almost every day, and then today she slept in. So yeah, she's still sleeping. So we should burn some stuff. I should have set things up a little different. But Woodchucker, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, hey, we have got nothing but nasty weather here lately. Yeah, just nonstop rain. But watch. As soon as it stops raining, they'll tell, oh, we're in the middle of a drought, the worst drought in 5 centuries. Half a millennia. Yeah, it's a drought now. Like I don't understand it, but yeah, how's the weather where you guys are at? I know there's been a lot of rain in the Northeast. Gonna be 52 and Sunday today. Yeah, but shouldn't it be like 72? It's still raining here. I think we're getting rain most of the day here. I think it's moving from like west to east. So, yeah, whatever you guys were getting yesterday, we're getting today. Yeah, all rain. Brand. Uh, May's a funny month. It's weird like that. Yeah, it's like we only really get like June, July, and August as far as good weather goes in the Northeast. You get like 3 months, and then yeah, and then we'll be back to shoveling snow. No, there won't even be snow. It'll just be cold, raining fall, that kind of stuff going on. 74 up to 92. Yeah, we could use a day like that just to dry everything out. And that's the whole thing with all the rain we've got. All the trails are just mushy, mucky, muddy, nasty. It could be 91 day or snow. Yeah, it's weird like that, man. And they keep all the Massachusetts people keep going up to northern New Hampshire and then needing to get rescued. Man, they're bad. It's like I don't know. All of a sudden, they just decide, hey, let's go hiking in the dangerous mountains, and they show up there with nothing. I guess one of the recent groups, it was a group of three. I think they were like in their late teens, early 20s or something. And yeah, they had to rescue him. Yeah, they had like no warm clothing, no light source, no headlamp, no flashlight. I don't know what they grabbed, man. They grabbed their Chex Mix and their bong and hit the trail. But they were definitely not prepared and had to get rescued. They were only like a mile and a half from the trailhead. So, but yeah, it'll happen again this weekend. It happens so often now. It's just, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, they just all of a sudden decide like one day, like, hey, let's just go hiking. Let's be hikers. I think a lot of it has to do with that participation trophy thing. Like they're like, oh, I watched a YouTube video and it said go out hiking right away, so I did. I'm qualified. I watched a 3 minute. No, I watched a short or something. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Common sense isn't that common anymore. Yeah, that's like a gross understatement. Yeah, still carrying the Bic lighter in the exotac. Oh yeah, Nick, you weren't here Friday night, man. We got new technologies, dude. I'm putting it up there with the A10. Um, yeah, so Mrs. Bushcraft, well, you saw the microphones, man. We got microphones now. So now I can go out in the woods and they won't be like, who's the crazy Gen X guy yelling at himself in the woods? They won't notice the camera I'm trying to talk to. They'll just be like, there were some creepy dudes in the wood, like yelling at himself. Um, oh yeah, it's like a sniper veil thing. It's pretty big actually. It's like 36 by 84 or something. And then I'm gonna get some jute, some different colored jute and stuff, and weave it through and kind of break it up a little bit, little camouflage and concealment. Yeah, we like awesome, radical, wicked dude, cowabunga dude. Um, so yeah, so we got the DJI micro mini man two. It's like two microphones in here, and yeah, it's a smaller version of the original one, which is cool. It's I actually dig it better. And if you go out with both the microphones charged, it'll run up to like 48 hours. So that'll be good for doing videos. And then right after we got that, we got this space age tech, man. I think B&A was here for this one. Um but yeah, it wants to be a fishing reel, but it's not. It's a gimbal, man, for, for content creators making coolness. So it won't look like we're tweaking out, we're having DTs or something while we're filming. Won't be all like do 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 do. Um Sankey, okay. You look like Elmo. I saw a glimpse of your face. Yeah, okay there, McLovin. Yeah, try and tickle me. Tickle me, tickle me. Oh guys, I totally screwed up yesterday. Yeah, I was kind of getting a little bit bored, so I was cruising through some YouTube shorts, and of course I came across this airborne one, right? And it was just a couple less than desirable landings, and that wasn't the mistake I made. The mistake I made was going into the comment section. Once again, everybody's an expert parachuter, and then when you try to tell them, it's like, no, dude, that's not really how that worked out. They're like, oh, what do you? Oh my goodness, like, what are your expertise, man? Most of these guys haven't even gone through jump school, like basic airborne school and stuff. And I don't know. They watched a couple of YouTube videos and they're like airborne experts. Oh, later, Neil. Yeah, man. Get some rest before you got to head into the work. Thanks for stopping by, though, man. Always a pleasure to see you. Yeah, get some rest, and I'm sure I'll see you around. Most definitely. We're gonna. I think Mrs. B goes back to work Thursday, so we're gonna go back to double time schedule here on YouTube. But I've been learning how to use this thing. Man, there's so many buttons. It's got a trigger though. Bam, bam, bam. Like, yeah. But the thing is, I'm not sure. Like modern technology, I'm not sure if there's a lack of buttons. There's definitely not too many buttons. I think there's a lack of buttons now. Because like everything is like like a flashlight. You got to press it once for this setting and press it twice for that setting, but this one's got multiple buttons that do all kinds of different things. Um, yeah, like this one here, if you push this twice, it goes from like vertical format to horizontal format. But yeah, fancy gimbal thing for doing fancy shots for the YouTube video, so we can do some cool stuff. Oh yeah, I missed Mo Patty's live yesterday too. Yeah, Mrs. B's on vacation, so I've kind of been here, there, and yeah, I was hanging out with her. Then I ended up taking a nap yesterday, which was kind of pleasant. Man, the rain puts me right to sleep. Um, Motorcycle with a gimbal, the POV looks amazing. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I was watching some more the moto stuff yesterday. I think the algorithm knows when if we're talking, because they'll throw some of those Moto GP shorts and stuff where yeah, just dudes doing like amazing stuff on motorcycles, or taking a bite out of the proverbial shit sandwich. But yeah, it was entertaining stuff. Yeah, I even saw some of the Isle of Man stuff. Oh, so there's crazy facts on that. Like, since they started that, there's been like 255 fatalities. And there was 10 in 1 year alone. One race had 10 fatalities. Like that's crazier than skydiving, man. The odds are not in your favor. Like, don't play the Hunger Games. Um, oh, Jason Britton is a goat. Oh, you use your gimbal on a live stream? I was wondering if it works for that. Like I downloaded the DJI app and I've been messing around like learning how to do some of the different shots and how to uh how to manipulate this thing. It's got a tracker on it too. So yeah, if you turn this on, it'll lock on to you and follow you around. And I've got a microphone now, so hey man, we're gonna make some YouTube videos. Look out, Sesame Street, you've got competition now. No, they actually have a full pro crew and stuff. Oh yeah, one of my favorite riders crashed in the other day, went from last, fought back to second. Moto racing rules. Yeah, it's way more interesting than NASCAR. I'll say that for sure. The MotoGP stuff. Yeah, I don't know who any of the riders are or anything, but yeah, buddy. So yeah, so now we got a gimbal. I'm ordering a box so I can like toss it in the backpack kind of thing. The bag it comes with is kind of like, man, it just comes with a little stuff sack, right? Like there's no way I'm tossing this in there and throwing it. Like this thing won't survive like yeah, 2 minutes off road in a little stuff sack like this, and yeah, it'll be collectible parts. Oh, so Friday night's live, right? A little over 2 hours, 2 hours, 15 minutes, something like that. And so for the first time ever, YouTube actually offered me a short. Like they'll do like, the live highlight thing. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but it's never happened when I end a live. So I'm like, yeah, sure. It finally happened, so I figured I'd check it out, man. And it was just like 1 minute straight on me hating on the cat. So I'm like, yeah, I'll roll with that. So yeah, YouTube put out a short for me. Yeah, that was so out of 2 hours and 15 minutes, the only live highlight was yeah, just hating on that cat. Yeah, a friend I grew up with or was a factory Yamaha racers. Two Flow Pro. That's what I have. Oh, for a gimbal, it's a two Flow Pro. Yeah, man, I'm an absolute tech tard when it comes to all this stuff. And man, I've had bad luck with some of the technologies over the years. Um, like yeah, the GoPros, man, GoPros never really worked for me. I've owned GoPros since they came out, and yeah, just not a fun toy. They like always overheat. They're only good for a few minutes. You kind of got them. You got to run them like two at a time if you're gonna like make sure to get your footage. Um, Look for an EVA case, a little less expensive than a hard case. Yeah, those are kind of like oh man, I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Neil. It's kind of like a hard foam like I don't know, they're like thermo molded type like condensed foam or something. Kind of like a semi hard shell. Yeah, those are pretty cool. I found one for the gimbal. It's a hard case. It's only like 25 bucks. Um Definitely not a Pelican case. I forget what the brand is. But it's got like pre-cut out for the gimbal and the accessories and stuff. So and it's not bad. I guess the battery's like 11 hours. If this thing's fully charged, it'll run for I don't know. I suppose it depends on how much you're using it. So 10, 11 hours, 9 to 11 hours. So yeah, so we're getting there. It's looking once again this week. I don't know if it's actually going to happen. Because like I said, Miss B's on vacation. Plus tomorrow's her birthday. So I don't. Of course, tomorrow it's not supposed to rain, but we're gonna do some outdoor grilling for Mrs. B. You know, fire up the grill, make her some tasty eats. I don't know exactly what yet. I think we're just gonna run to the store in the morning and grab some steaks or whatever's clever. Oh, the Insta 360. I'm not a fan of GoPro. Yeah, I'm not a fan of GoPro either. I've like I said, I've had them fail more times than I care to count. In fact, GoPro's kind of ruined skydiving videos because before GoPro came out, everything was kind of bigger and heavier, and would wear like helmet mounted cameras. Um, I used to run a Bonehead Pro by Bonehead Composites. They're out in California. But it's basically it's like a carbon fiber helmet, but it's designed. It's got like a flat top to it, so you could mount. It's got like an L bracket on the front for a DSLR camera. Back in the day, we were shooting 35 millimeter, and yeah, running whatever Sony's for cameras. Um, but yeah, so we used to run that, and then yeah, back in the day, you'd get your skydiving video. We would do it on like an analog editing they're like tablet type thing, not tablets, but like analog boards. And so it would edit the VHS, but then you would get a roll of film, and you're like, "Hey, let us know how they came out." And only get like 36 pictures of your skydive. Then with DSLR, they just set them up so they take a picture like every second, and then yeah, you end up with like 800 pictures or something. We just give them a little USB thumb drive or something with all their pictures. But oh yeah, yeah, the mini DVs is what they were running on. But yeah, we actually, man, back in the mid '90s, late '90s and stuff. Yeah, you got your skydiving video on VHS and a roll of 35 millimeter film. We love bagels. That's such a New York thing to say. We love bagels. Salt, pepper, ketchup. Man, I still can't get over that Long Island stuff. And like, I think salt, pepper, ketchup is kind of like the Long Island way of a deli saying like, "Thank you, come again." Like, yeah, we were just saying, yeah, I got like a chocolate milk and a blueberry muffin, and at the Railroad Ave Deli there, and I want to say it's East Moorish is Long Island, and yeah, so she's ringing me out a blueberry muffin and a chocolate milk, and she's like salt, pepper, ketchup, and I'm like, what do you reckon I use any of those like blueberry muffin or the chocolate milk? Like, I'm confused, but yeah, thanks, come again. My daughter's having a blast messing with my old stuff, record CDs. Oh yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, my dad. What were those 8 tracks, man? Yeah, he was into all like the '60s muscle cars and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, he was all about like the 8 tracks. He collected like 8 tracks and 8 track players for like your automobile. So if something happened, you could just switch it out. Yeah, I think they just keep like they change technology just to get us to rebuy it. Um, yeah, we had CB radios. Yeah, man, there was always a group in high school that had CB radios. You know, they had like 18 antennas off of their car. Some of them are like 12 feet high. They gotta tie it down when they're driving around so they don't take out the utility wires and everything. Um, yeah, man, I remember that. And yeah, back in the day, like you could go to school with your pickup truck with your shotgun in the back window, in the back rack on your pickup truck, and just like yeah, if you're going hunting after school, you just throw your shotgun there. It's no big deal. Um, I wouldn't even want to be within 3 blocks of a school now with a shotgun in a pickup rack. Um, yeah, my neighbor had a Rolodex and recorded all the movies. Oh my god, I've been watching the Scammer Payback YouTube channel. Oh, that's priceless stuff, Nick. Yeah, they try to they try to mess with your accounts or something. They end up taking like, yeah, we took 200 grand from these scammers, 50 grand, whatever. The scammers end up losing out. Yeah, that's some funny stuff. Yeah, those are, man, I like those, and like MMA and boxing, the cocky fighter knockouts. You know, the guy that's always, he talks a talk, but then when he gets in the ring, it just his head ends up just bouncing off the canvas. Man, I love those videos too. The scammer payback is fantastic. Yeah, I need, man. We need to make friends with some of those people. Like, we don't want them to hack anything, but I got to learn how to make the emojis for the channel members. Like, yeah, you've got people that can design entire video games, or yeah, hack some like high security triple firewall mainframe on the other side of the planet. And then you got people like me on the opposite end of the spectrum. Like, man, for like 3 months I've been trying to figure out like how to do the channel member emojis. It's classified information. It's like top secret. Dude, we can probably get more information on like what Delta Force has done in the past 6 months than it is to like get these emoji things for channel members. Um, yeah, imagine that, our government looking out for us. Yeah, we have the useless. Yeah, the useless Patriot Act. Yeah, so just spy on us. They're coming out with more stuff too, man. What about the tick theory, man? A lot of people talking about ticks. People finding cardboard boxes like in random spots in the woods, like full of ticks. Like they're like people are like, yeah, and then you look at what's his name, Billy Buttnut Gates, isn't it? Something like that, right? It's something trendy like that. But yeah, he doesn't want everybody eating meat, and then they come out with the Lone Star tick that yeah, makes you can't handle eating like meat or dairy, and but yet they're trying to talk you into generic stuff all the time. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, I think Bill Gates is hardcore into it. I don't think he's any type of philanthropist at all. I think he's a scammy turd nugget that's made a lot of money and wants to like um yeah, somehow like, yeah, I don't know, like become his legacy or something. Like he tried doing this or that, or he got away with everything his whole life. And like they'll talk about it, 50 years or 100 years from now, about, wow, this guy was trying to pollute everybody's food and everything. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Yeah, go to YouTube Studio, Perks cut. Yeah, oh, but how do you make the custom emojis to put there though? Like, where do those come from? Yeah, we've had so many ticks on us the last decade. Yeah, and that Lyme disease is no joke, man. That's man, that just takes everything right out of you. That's an absolute suck fest. Where'd my coffee go? All right, guys, drinking the bean water here. You make them pictures. Yeah, the government took on a German scientist way back that was into using ticks. Oh yeah, yeah, James Bond. Yeah, man, I'm up to par on that story. Yeah, where did it start off in Wisconsin or something like that? Then it got moved over to Plum Island, just off of Long Island, and then they were using migratory birds to see how they could spread it. And that's how it traveled up and down the entire eastern seaboard, like from Georgia to New York. Um, and then yeah, but the first reported cases were in Lyme, Connecticut. It was a group of eight, is the ground zero group. Yeah, group of eight. It was five kids and three adults, and they didn't know about it because prior to that time, it pretty much didn't exist in this country. Um, and that's how it got named. It was found in that ground zero group of eight, in Lyme, Connecticut. is where it was first diagnosed as like Lyme disease as its own separate little yeah, super nasty bug. Yeah, government just loves German scientists. They are, man. They got a lot of man, they got a lot out of German scientists post World War II. A lot of our like rocket technology, a lot of technologies we have that we see, um, a lot of it comes out of that. Yeah, post World War II German scientist stuff. Yeah, man, I learned that back in like Civil Air Patrol. We were doing model rocketry, and they get into a lot of the history of rocketry and you know, because it's you can't just be shooting model rockets for the fun of it. You got to learn something, I guess. Um, yeah, Operation Paperclip. Yeah, yeah. You upload them from your picture. I got to figure out how to make them though. And then there's like requirements on like what size and how many. Um, yeah, I got to redo all that stuff. When I had a laptop that decided to leave this earth a little while ago, and it had all my channel graphics and stuff that I had worked on. So I've got to like redo all my channel graphics and everything. Um, so we're gonna try to level it up. Yeah, yeah, woodchucker. Yeah, definitely hit me up on Instagram. I'm trying to figure out all these technologies, all the editing, all the graphic designs, every you know. Yeah, I'm a one man show, but yeah, I've got Mrs. B backing me up, so that makes it all fun. Oh yeah, you don't gloss over Group 731. That's the is that the Japanese one or which one's yeah, that's the Japanese one, isn't it? I have a lot of faith in you, Tom. Here. Yeah, Nick, I appreciate that, man, and all the everybody that's been coming back for a while now. Yeah, it might take me a little while to get things going, man, but once I get everything figured out, it'll go swimmingly. It's just a matter of like learning the tricks and the different programs and the different apps and how to like get everything to go together. But once I get it down, we'll have ourselves a good time. I've got all the other stuff out of the way, man. I like all the rock climbing stuff, all the camping stuff, all the mountain biking stuff. I mean, I've got decades of experience doing that. It's just this technology. I'm not one with the technology, and I'm okay with it. But I'm learning. I'm learning. It's just it'll be part of the channel. Yeah, yeah. The Instagram is the exact same. Yeah, Bushcraft Rebooted, and yeah, you can DM me on that and stuff. That's a great little app. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, man, I wouldn't even go outside today yet. It's man, it's like cold and damp here. I think it's like 42 degrees and just everything's wet. Oh, what's this stream about? It's man, we talk about gear sometimes. It's like Sunday mornings are more like a social, all the regulars and new people as well. You know, we all just get together and I've been trying to put this channel together for a while. So when I got new stuff out, we bust out the new stuff and but yeah, we get into bushcrafting, camping, like outdoor stuff in general. I've done quite a bit outdoors. Yeah, chilly out but nice. Squat shot, what's happening, Leon? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, that's man. I gotta get out shooting my slingy thingy. Um, oh, right on. Yeah, woodchucker. I'll check it after the live. If I try to get in there now, something will crash. Um, I think you got it. Heard the yeah, yeah. I got to remember to turn the ringer on too. I shut the ringer off for the lives, you know, because so it's not beeping and everything. But then every once in a while, you know, I'll do that Sunday morning. I'll shut the ringer off. We'll have the live. I'll start doing whatever. And then like 4 or 5 days will pass by. I'll be like, wow, I don't have any friends. Like nobody's talked to me in a week. like 5 days or something. Then I'll go check and I will have messed like, 30 messages between, two or three different apps. Oh, right on. Yeah, it's a rest day for Leon. Yeah. How are things going out? Yeah. Hopefully well for you, buddy. These kids gotta wake up. But yeah, Squatch, you been getting any plinking in? I put mine on airplane mode. Yeah, I probably should put mine on airplane mode. Or at least remember to turn the ringer on. One or the other. Yeah, it's been a long time since. Yeah, yeah, Leon, we gotta. Yeah, give me a call or something this afternoon or whatever. I know. Yeah, you usually catch lives in the mornings. Yeah, give me a ring this afternoon. Well, your plane's on airplane. Um, sweet, sweet. Yeah, James. Yeah, try a can of sweet corn and melt about three slices of Kraft cheese into it. Yeah, I don't know if. Yeah, maybe I would try that. Like you're talking the fake cheese, like the those Kraft singles. Yeah, I'm a chainsaw carver. I do live. Oh, no kidding, man. Yeah, I've never done any of that. That's some high end. That's some high end stuff, man. Chainsaw carver. I mean, like I can run a chainsaw. I can take down just about any tree. But oh, Mrs. Bushcraft is up. Good morning, honey. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Um, yeah, chainsaw carving's cool. I've seen a bunch of people do it. Oh man, man. He bounced years ago though. But yeah, one of my buddies, Jeff Nebelkoff. Yeah, he was one of my wingsuiting buddies. Yeah, we don't know what happened to him, man. He just yeah, it was a perfectly normal skydive, and then like just things malfunctioned, and he bounced, and yeah, that was a wingsuit jump. That was in Sebastian, Florida. I forget how many years ago that was. But anyhow, I digress. Sorry. Yeah, he did ice carvings, like chainsaw sculptures with like big blocks of ice and everything. We were at an event in Clewiston, Florida called the Everglades Boogie. It's a really cool event. It's when they're burning the sugar cane. So we're skydiving and these random plumes of smoke coming out from the sugar cane fields, and you're kind of like flying through them and everything. But yeah, that night he man, he carved an alligator, and then he drilled a hole through the top of the alligator's head, and it had this big tongue that came off. And you would do like these loose shots, like you could pour in like whatever Jaeger, whatever vodka, tequila, whatever you're shooting. But yeah, you could pour it into the head of the alligator, and then it would run down the tongue of the alligator, and boop, you got a shot, and you didn't have to like slobber all over it. Yeah, man. So good times were had with chainsaw ice carving. I don't know how much difference there is between like carving wood and carving ice. I'd imagine it's pretty similar. Yeah, the people that carve with chainsaws is so cool. Yeah, I love being outdoors. I go camping and carve atop a mountain in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, in fact, my all time favorite chainsaw is the Steel 0200. Yeah, that's like my preferred climbing saw with like a 14-inch bar on it, man. 14, 16-inch bar, great climbing saw. And then yeah, maybe might have to haul something up if you once you start cutting the center stick, but yeah, all time favorite chainsaw. But yeah, I don't have I've never really taken a hand at it. So I don't know if I could do any chainsaw carving, wood carving or ice. There's definitely places here in New Hampshire that do it. Saw a motorcycle one time that ran off 50 chainsaw motors linked together. Yeah, that's wild stuff, B&A. Yeah, 50 chainsaws linked together. Um, Dude, some people get too much time, but yeah, I guess that's creative. I'm like a chainsaw, I'll skin your ass raw. Oh, Gonzo's here. Welcome, Gonzo. Good morning, my man. How are you doing? Welcome to the live chat. How's life treating you? Man, I do well, thanks. Um, yeah, just getting caught up on the chat, guys. So did I have one gas tanker? Yeah, I think it would have one gas tank and then just lots of like tubing going out. I love my 500i fuel injected steel chainsaw. Fuel injected, man. That's the you're pimping when you got a fuel injected chainsaw. I lied. It's 24 Dalmer engines linked. The stuff people come up with will never. Oh, is that? I got to learn how to do links too, man. I was getting frustrated. I think I got to put Instagram on my laptop or something because I was looking at the those MotoGP videos and stuff like that, and I was thinking of sending them to Pat, but I'm like, but when I click the share thing, like nothing connects. I didn't like it was I wasn't recognizing it. It wasn't what yeah, it definitely wasn't working out. I'll get to it though. I know I think on Instagram I was able to do the links from Instagram, but not from YouTube. Yeah, Gonzo, besides the nonstop like crazy nasty weather we've been getting, yeah. Like cabin fever time and a half. Who is it, man? ACR Protect. He's getting together with some other people. They're doing like this 100 miles for May. Like, doesn't matter how many miles you do in a day, just as long as you get 100 miles for the month of May. I might try to join in on that. Post a couple shorts or something. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna talk to him a little bit more about it. If I don't think. I mean, the thing is, I know I can do like 10 miles a day, no problem, 10 days straight. So I'm lollygagging. I'm letting the slower people get a head start. All right, Woodchucker off to work, man. Thanks for stopping by. Awesome having you here. Yeah, cool story, man. Thanks for sharing with us. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you again. Maybe we'll see you on your channel as well. Yeah, let's see if I can do that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Woodchucker. I just subscribed, my man. We'll see if YouTube actually gives me a notification. I'll have to go back to that. Yeah, I would wear two stroke exhaust as cologne. Um, yeah, B&A, do you use old motor oil as a wood stain? Have you seen that? Like people mix it like 50% motor oil, 50% diesel or something if you want to lighten it up, but yeah, people treating their decks with old motor oil. I would definitely walk 500 miles. Oh, the song. Yeah, I'm relating the song, man. I'm not going to sing it though. I don't think I have those words. No, you have to go back on my page, hit it again, select a. Yeah, I just did. Yeah, I subscribed, clicked all notifications, all that fancy stuff. Woodchucker Chainsaw Carver. He's got 7,640 subscribers, 1,000 videos. Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch some of the stuff after I'm done my live. Any advice for lawn care? Not really. Yeah, I'm not a super lawn care kind of person. Yeah, water and Scott's fertilizer. Yeah, man, I'm even confused because half the people say like, um, Yeah, cut your lawn in the morning or like more in the evening so it doesn't get fried out during the day. Some people say, "Oh, cut it in the morning." So yeah, water right after you cut. I don't know. Um, yeah, most of the lawn mowing I've done in my lifetime has been on a tractor. Like yeah, when there's nothing going on at the drop zone, sometimes I just mow the lawn. We there's usually acres and acres to mow. So yeah, we're not real precise with it. It's just kind of like yeah, I just go out there. Don't run anything over is the number one rule. Let it grow into a meadow. I did, man. I took out one of the side runway lights one time though. I went to go. I was listening to some music and just having a good time driving the tractor and kind of whipped it around to do the next row. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I took away one of those. Took out one of the globe lights on the side of the runway. Put a couple dents in the blade and stuff, but no big deal. It was all fixable. There was a guy mowing at 11 p.m. last night. Felt weird to me. Yeah, 11 a.m. Or 11 p.m. is a little late, and I do try to make it as healthy as possible. Yeah, you got to live out in the woods. You got to be out in the sticks to be mowing at that time. Chaos Theory is in the chat. What's happening, Chaos? How you doing, buddy? It is good to see you. It's another Sunday morning social. Chaos ammo collector. I know, right? Yeah, there's no point in investing in the gold and silver when you can do brass and copper, right? Someone called the law on him. I've never worked for a land. Yeah, I've never worked for a landscaping company. Man, I did like Gen X landscaping though back in the day. Like you charge somebody like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, whatever to mow their lawn. Yeah, and you got a gas can on a lawnmower, you wheel around the neighborhood and stuff. Um, yeah, I had a few of our neighbors and a couple locals I would mow the lawn for. I was making real good bank, and then my father went out to mow the lawn, and the gas can was empty. And now, yeah, I had to start paying for the gas and stuff. He's like, "Hey, man, that's part of business is business expenses." So yeah, I ended up pushing the lawn. But man, I wasn't the only one. There was competition. Like every other block had somebody mowing lawns. Yeah, there's been a couple times I was out shoveling the driveway. And man, back in the day, we used to go walking around like looking for work shoveling. And but yeah, I was hoping like some like young teenage kid or something. A couple of them would come around the corner with shovels over their shoulders, saying, "Hey man, we'll finish that for 50 bucks or something." But yeah, never happened. We had like over a foot and a half of snow, and just like tons of shoveling. It sucked. But yeah, I guess they don't do that anymore. And I figured out what I want for my birthday finally. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, okay, what is it that you finally want for your birthday? Like inquiring minds want to know. We're waiting. Somebody cue up the Jeopardy song. Pat, that's enough from you, Pat. Pat is shut off. Please let it be another. Yeah, you being absolutely nice to my cat for the oh, me being nice. Well, I don't know. Maybe if you took it someplace else. Um, yeah, I'll be nice to your cat all day tomorrow. We'll drop it off at the local shelter. It's okay. Yeah, yeah. I don't like cats either, man. I don't know, man. I'm a little freaked out after Friday night though. Like, yeah, we did an over 2 hour live, and the whole yeah, like YouTube finally got around to picking us what do they call it, a live highlight or something? They pick a short out of the entire live. The only thing they got was 1 minute of me like talking about farting on the cat. Like, is that's all my channels like worth now? Like, that's what it amounts to. All this effort, all this time, and the algorithm picks out 1 minute about me just hating on on the cat and farting on it, and the legendary fart funnel from the veterinarian. Um, Field trip for kitty. I think they should change the laws on it. Like I've done a little bit of research into it, and cats are not native to this continent. Cats and like the common house cat, like there was bobcats and things like that. But that house cat thing, it's an invasive species. It's not originally from this continent. Dingo can shovel more than you. Um, yeah, landscaping is rough. Shoveling rocks is brutal unless I'm finding gold raw. Man, I still want to do. I want to go out painting for some gold. I just gotta find enough to put in a little vial and be like, I got this gold out of the ground. How awesome is that? Dingo can show more than my cat for. Oh yeah, yeah. That little short got over 1,000 views too. I'm like, get out of here. Come on, really? 1,000 people listen to that? Um, yeah. What was it at? Yeah, it's at what? Yeah, 1,070 people have watched the live highlight. It's almost watch. That'll probably get the highest views out of anything I've ever done. All the effort I put in just to put a little bit of gear out there and stuff. It all gets overlooked, but yeah, you talk about farting on a cat. There's your viral video. There's your 100 million views or something insane. I want to go on an expedition to find wild meteorite. Yeah, Nick, have you seen this? I know you have. Some of the scales that people have made out of meteorite, like knife scales or scales for pew pews out of meteorite. Oh man, that's some next level. Like, man, that's really cool. In other words, my friggin' back hurts. Chaos, I've been there. I've never wanted to nap more so in my life. James, I shovel hauled and dumped 14 yards of stone in one job. Cats are alright. They better than a mouse trap. Yeah, I do a lot of portrait models. I've dug my fair share of 4 foot holes. Yeah, fortunately, I haven't had to dig too many holes in life. Um, yeah, yeah, I haven't dug too many holes. When I was working at Skydive Las Vegas, we went out for lunch, and it was like one of those like Nevada days. You're just outside of Vegas, man. It was well over 100 degrees and just like ridiculous hot. And so we finished up early. We started at like 8 o'clock in the morning. We were done at like 11, and we're like, so we're leaving. We jumped in the air conditioned vehicle, and we're driving past these like poor unfortunate people that are out in the sun digging like digging a whole trench. Like there was like 8 9 guys, and I'm like, yeah, and we were just complaining about our job. Like, oh man, this sucked. The part that sucked about only working 3.5 hours is we only made like 500 600 bucks for the day. And and there's these guys digging a ditch probably for 10 bucks an hour. Like it humbles you real quick. You're like, you know what, my job doesn't suck anymore. I had to work like 2.5 3 hours to make 600 bucks. This guy's out here. Yeah, man, they were shoveling that ditch all day. Yeah, I'm prepared to start digging 6 foot holes. Yeah, the way things are going, yeah, 6 foot holes. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Pat. There's a whole lot of stupid going on, especially over your way. Like, yeah, that whole yeah, New York City thing. That's just sad, disgusting. It's a lot of things. I probably shouldn't be saying here. I've done a few fence rows. Some earth is concrete. Yeah, if you need a rake or shovel, buy American Bully brand tools. Yeah, B&A, that's solid. But that's like home use and stuff, right? Like that's not something you would get for backpacking. That's like home use or professional grade. Like you're gonna use it at work or landscaping or something. I'd rather be in a swimming pool with a jackhammer chipping off the diamond bright than mowing grass. Yeah, I've done a yeah. You need a skid steer with an auger attachment. Pat knows where Hoffa is. Yeah, Pat, where's Hoffa? And don't let the new guy use your tools. Oh yeah, that goes without saying, man. Never, ever, don't let the new guy use anything, and don't even let him feel good about himself. Like, hey man, you're the new guy. Where's my coffee? Um, yeah, most places have done away with the hazing thing, but yeah, man, yeah, never let the new guy do anything except for like new guy stuff. I treat other tools better than my own. I do too as well. In fact, yeah, Nick, I don't even like to borrow other people's tools or stuff in general because, man, what if something happens to it? Oh, that drives me nuts every time. So, yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, I lend people the Ozark Trail poo poo knife if they ask to borrow. Rob's Knives channel member, welcome to the chat. And yeah, I mean, I guess, like I said, you can find a reason to own any knife or to purchase one, maybe not own it. But even the gas station knife, everybody's got a son-in-law that they strongly dislike, and that's what gas station knives are for. That's what Ozark Trail is for. Yeah, that's what Timu is for. It's for like, look, it looks like a knife, but it kind of isn't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. You keep your Spyderco in one pocket, and then the gas station knife in the other. That way, there. Hey, can I borrow your knife? Yeah, sure. Here you go, man. Yeah, go buy your own. I do that. I've done that to people so many times, man. Like these things here. Oh man, I've done that. Well, I don't sell them anymore, but I used to sell them. I didn't make them. I bought them and I'd sell them. This is it's called a power tool. It's for closing the main container portion of a parachute system. There's a closing loop in there. This piece comes off here, and then you put this through the closing loop. Um, and then it gives you like a handle onto the closing loop. And then on each flap, there's a grommet, and you pass this through the grommet, pull it through, and then tighten it down, and then go through the next. Every like different harness container systems have different closing sequences for the flaps. But anyhow, I digress, man. And people like these things end up being like $19. And people would be like, "Hey, man, can I use your pull-up cord or your power tool?" I'd be like, "Hey, I sell these, right?" Like, no, you can't use. Like, I'm working. Like, you're just here recreationally. Like, buy your own damn tool. Um, I had old head teachers. My girl used my truck in return. Oh yeah, Pat, that's a story that's been told a million times over. My girl used my truck and returned it on empty. Um, that's not how it works. I had old head teachers. Was yeah, I got my father-in-law an 8010 for his birthday. A couple. Yeah. Mo Patty EDC Trish, what's happening? How you doing? You stopped in here to see your old friend John. I'm touched. Um, good morning, Trish. How you doing? It's Ricky Bobby today. Mrs. B is in here. You ladies can hang out and have their coffee together. Um, yeah, I don't mind pumping gas either. I don't even drive. Yeah, pretty soon they're going to start taking away your driving privileges there in New York. Like they're trying to make it so you can't own a house now. It's crazy. New York's going crazy. Or not all of New York. It's that little small area, that it is what it is. What would Ricky Bobby do? Yeah, New Jersey is the one who has the full service only. Yeah, I remember New Hampshire used to have full service. I think there might actually be a couple gas stations in New Hampshire that still has full service. I don't know. I haven't man, I haven't had to buy gas in coming up on 20 years now. We're gonna celebrate that one. But I'll tell you, my grocery bill like doubled. It used to be like double or triple. Like when I stopped driving and just started cycling all the time. Oh man, I ate like a fat kid all day every day, but I couldn't gain a pound. Riz does it. Yeah, but there's pump your own as well. Yeah, yeah, no clue. Kapow. Yeah, so what else have we got going on? Not, yeah, I haven't got, man, it's just been tough trying to get out and it just rains nonstop. And I don't think any of this stuff is like, this isn't IPX8 rated or anything. I really want to mess around with that, do some yeah, I've got a few things I want to do. Yeah, isn't it? I think everything's imploding nowadays. Gas is very slowly climbing. It's unnerving. Well, yeah, James, it's not just the fact that the gas price has gone up. As of May 1st, as of the other day, they're now allowed to put up to 15% ethanol instead of 10%. So yeah, keep an eye on the gas. So yeah, you're paying a lot more for it, and now you're gonna get like less mileage overall. Like for every tank of gas you get, you're gonna get a couple dozen less miles. Yeah, my buddy is in town visiting from Minnesota, Somaliland. He's the last white family in his neighborhood. Well, Rob, let him know we all support him. We're doing our best to get rid of, those types of peoples. Um, yeah, put an end to the invasion. But hey, what can we do? Don Ray, good morning. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. It's good to see you. How are things going with Don Ray? Yeah, gas is getting out of hand. About to grab my pitchfork and torch. Yeah, you're not the only one, man. A lot of people are just saying the heck with it. A lot of people opted out of their taxes. People just stopped paying taxes now. Um, it's I oh, what else? Like there's a record number of people that said the hell with all their debt. They stopped paying any personal loans, credit cards, any of that stuff. They're just like, yep, can't pay that anymore. Like, yeah, nobody was counting on having their bills double in like a few years time frame. And there's now a record number of people living in their cars, living off of bicycles. Yeah, you've got people with full-time jobs working 40, 50 hours a week that can't afford housing now. We, the USA, need to lock the Strait of Hormuz down. Well, yeah, the thing with that though, Nick, yeah, that's the crazy part is the Strait of Hormuz was open. And then, yeah, everything started, everything kind of blew up over there, no pun intended. And the Strait of Hormuz got closed. And then now the whole battle is to open the Strait of Hormuz. And it is, but it isn't. We've won 10 times already. Like, yeah, it's just like, it's starting to feel like just a big head game, one giant psyop. No conspiracy theories here, though. Um, but yeah, we haven't even seen the long term of that. You're going to see grocery prices go up even more because another thing that comes through there, not just oil, is fertilizer. Like it's like over 40% of the world's fertilizer comes through there. And now, like, there's a certain window of opportunity you have to plant crops and fertilize and grow them, and they've missed that. So there's a lot of crops that aren't being planted right now that should be because they don't have enough fertilizer, or the crops are much smaller. Not to mention the cost of the fertilizer has gone up substantially as well. So yeah, there's going to be in like another 4 to 6 months, 6 to 8 months or so, roughly. You're going to see another massive increase in groceries. Yeah, grocery costs. Not just the increased cost of the fuel getting the groceries there, but yeah, the shortage of yeah, they're just turning everything into a mess. Yeah, just getting caught up on the comments here. I'm genuinely worried we are having a Roman style collapse. Well, yeah, that's what it is, and they're trying to keep everybody busy. Yeah, everything's collapsing around us, and they're just trying to keep everybody distracted. Like bread and circus, smoke and mirrors. Like just flooding so much information that nobody can keep track of what's going on. Gonjo just saved some vibrators. I want to ride a robot to work. Um, I'm not against e-bikes. I just want an advancement in battery tech. Yeah, the e-bike battery tech. Yeah, that's man, those things keep blowing up too. Or thermal runaways. They're not literally exploding, but I guess it's the lithium ion batteries have thermal runaways that can't be stopped. And yeah, there was recently somebody that got unalived their e-bike torched up and cooked them in the right way, and they inhaled the wrong kind of chemical smoke and a combination of injuries. Yeah, boom, unalived. Anybody got any recommendations for decent work pants? Wranglers and Dickies just aren't the same. Um, yeah, what kind of work though? I like the 511 strike pants. They're really durable. They got cargo pockets and stuff for carrying whatever you needs. Um, yeah, Duluth Trading. Yeah, that's a good way to go too. Is yeah, military surplus pants, inexpensive, pretty durable usually. Carhartt. I heard Carhartt's kind of sold out over the past few years. So is Timberland. Like Timberland boots, like even the stitching between the what should be the leather and the sole, it's fake. They're just glued. The sole's just glued to the boot now. They're not worth the money. That's another thing. Has anybody watched that stuff? The how are they making it? And the people are the guy that cuts the boots in half and gets into the like he's a full on geek cobbler. Thanks, guys. I appreciate. Yeah, it's like the North Face. Like the North Face used to like make some real great outdoors gear, but now they lean more towards the yuppie person because yeah, the guy going from his car to his office building needs a $800 North Face Gore-Tex jacket or something. Yeah, it's for fashion, but still decent. Yeah. Chaos. Weld County, Colorado has a cap on the oil. Rob, you know how this family is. You ask a question, you're gonna get 50 answers. Yeah. Chaos is right about that. Yeah, you're gonna get a bunch of answers. They all kind of like line up though. I think for the most part, everybody's on the same page. But a lot of things that used to be tried and true are now trash. So you got to kind of take that into consideration. And it's been like the last 5 years. Like things have gone really downhill. A lot of companies just cutting corners and trying to maximize profit for their board of directors and all that stuff. Yeah, I still wear. Yeah. I don't know. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's just it isn't what it used to be. But like most companies are doing that now. They don't want anything to last more than 2 or 3 years, and then yeah, replace it. Yeah, private equity is ruining everything. And yeah, even like I guess the real estate market's just absolute crap now. Like most people can't afford to rent with the new standards. People definitely can't afford to buy houses, and people stop buying houses at the exorbitant prices they're charging. So like they're like people that want to move can't sell their house to move, which in some areas it's probably a good thing. So yeah, the housing market's starting to freeze up. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's definitely a consumer country. Oh yeah, Brunt is another. Yeah, the Chinese are buying a lot of property too, developing expensive units. Yeah. Dean P, good morning. Top of the morning to you as well, buddy. Um, yeah, Rob, they bought like here in New Hampshire, they like grossly overpaid for this water bottling facility or whatever in Nashua, New Hampshire. Is it Nashua or Salem? No, it's Nashua. But they also bought Daniel Webster College. China bought Daniel Webster College, which is right on Nashua Airport. It used to be an aviation school. So yeah, China's buying up all sorts of weirdness, and they got all kinds of weirdness going on up in Maine and who knows where else. And I guess yeah, part of the Nick Shirley discoveries is I guess there's a lot of Chinese people here on H-1B visas, and then they can bring people in on H-4 visas, like family and friends and stuff. And they I guess they've been involved in the same the hospice, the Leering centers, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm excited to try out my Silky. I hear they work. Oh yeah, Dean. Just when you start with that, man, start slow. Yeah, Silky's only cut on the pull, not on the push. So you kind of you want to get into that concept there of just cut it like kind of give it a little bit on the pull and then just like let it slide, let it glide forward. And yeah, make sure you don't short stroke it. Not that guy, Nick. I almost ordered my Leatherman Raptors, but I'm gonna wait till next month. Yeah, right. Yeah, right on. Yeah, you got to space out your gear, man. Um, yeah, I guess buy what you can when you can. I think that's what everybody's doing nowadays. I know that's what I'm doing. Like whenever we can afford to do something. But yeah, it's a toss up between like what goes in front of the camera and what goes behind the camera is one of the big dilemmas we've been facing lately. But I guess in a way, kind of both do the both. Like yeah, that's why I brought out the gimbal and stuff. It's like yeah, we're doing stuff for the channel. It's not always off the gear list, but it's off the gear list now for doing the YouTube. Yeah, have you heard of the Nick Sherrill Act? Oh yeah, I've heard of the Nick Sherrill Act. Yeah, Nick Shirley. Yeah, they're trying to make it so that you can't go in and basically they're protecting the scammers is what they're doing. I think it's kind of like a violation of the First Amendment, right, or something. I don't know. Um, yeah, yeah, Taylor Hardness Lab guy. I scored huge at yard sale yesterday and ended up with a real tree camo pack and a Carhartt brown back. Oh, right on, Dean. Yeah, I guess if you got the money, now's a good time to score deals on stuff. A lot of people it's kind of like a buyer's market. Well, screw him, but I trust the expensive Miyoto harness tester though. Taylor Hardness Lab guy. Um, Desert Driven, what's happening, man? Welcome to the chat. Always a pleasure to see you. Yeah, I spent $20 total and got a bunch of cheap knives too. Yeah, hey Dean, gotta have a couple of beaters and throwaways, right? Um, I'm ordering some ASP handcuff. Oh yeah, for the Shackleman's Club. Gonzo, I'm lost too. Yeah, I think we got about like 4 or 5 different conversations going on here. um, yeah, I'm trying to make sense out of a few things. Now, first I'm hearing about it. Oh, BNA, you haven't heard about? You don't know who Nick Shirley is? Yeah, Nick Shirley's like he's a private like YouTube journalist person that did he's behind the Leering Center, all that. Um, I'm talking about the knife. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Is that the one you showed me yesterday? Yeah, there's a few conversations going on here. I gotta. Yeah, I'm too high to keep up with all of this. But Gonzo, the schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Oh, speaking of, hey, is it not Super Troopers? Yeah, man, there's a part three coming out. If you watch the first one and the second one, there's a part three coming out. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but yeah, B and A. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I figure you'd be aware. You're on top of quite a bit. Um, Rob's, I would be surprised if it was even watchable. Don Ray, do you video on your phone? Yeah, Don Ray, I do everything on my phone. Yeah, everything I've done on YouTube so far has been on a cell phone. I haven't used a camera for anything else. Um, it's usually motorcycles. Desert, I'm doing good. I'm just sick of this fucking rain. Yeah, man, we've been getting it's like an eastern seaboard thing. We've been getting rained out nonstop. Um, yeah, buddy. I see your sniper veil. I've been meaning to get one myself. Yeah, I don't. I tried looking at this sniper veil up. Groundfog was asking me about it the other day, Friday night, and I'm like, I don't know. I got it a couple years ago as like a package deal. I tried looking it up, but I couldn't find it again. He allegedly is holding knife companies hostage. Damn, thanks for the intel, Nick. Ooh, that sounds like some more knife drama going on there. Kapow! Yeah, we got our Phobos knives. Calcula. I think I'm going to EDC this one today. And CPMS 35 VN steel and blingy bling bling. Red G10 liners with a double black micarta satin finish. Yeah, this was the one that was a Christmas gift from Mrs. Bushcraft and the kids. The gift that keeps on giving. As long as you strop it, it'll keep doing your things. Just strop it real good. Yeah, we're gonna EDC this one today. Isn't that's a first world problem, right? Oh, which knife am I gonna EDC today? Nafaholics. They talked about it last night on the live. The Pathfinder shop sells a coyote in drab green, I think. I'm off to scrap. Stay foxy. All right, James Bond, take care, man. Have a good day. And yeah, much love right back at you. We appreciate you spreading some love. And yeah, buddy. Yeah, I got the tinder and ferro rod that goes in the corkscrew too. Okay, my understanding is not only does he have the paper equipment, but he is also certified or whatever to read the results. Yeah, so is that the case? Is he like getting the down low? Wow, I bet you a lot of knife companies are shaking in their boots right now. It would be great to know. I really think if somebody if I had the means to test like bunches and bunches of knives, I would. Like, yeah, you need to regulate it. Keep people honest. Like, man, I think it's such a major turn off to the knife community, the knife industry that, the Survive Knives guy that robbed a bunch of people, then Carnivore Knives, and there's a third one that did the same thing, and then Bark River Knives, their little, selling you something other than what you paid for trash going on. And then yeah, there's all the people selling knockoffs and clones, and yeah, I think the knife community could use a bit of cleaning up. I'll blame it on globalization though. If we just kind of kept everything local to start off with, would have less problems, right? Yeah, qualifications are irrelevant if you're being an unprofessional jagoff kind of bikes the cred. The dude is the problem. The equipment is perfect. The results are all that matters. It's definitely shaking the knife world up. Yeah. I want the Spyderco Subway Bowie too. I'm thinking. Yeah, it's still a toss up for me. I still like the Shaman, the Bodacious. There's a couple others that I like from Spyderco as well. Yeah, he's calling out companies for the heat treat they alleged to be, and it's not. Okay. So it's a heat treat issue. It's definitely yeah, yeah. He's calling companies out for the heat treat. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Maybe I don't know what do you think causes all that though? Do you think it's like not? Yeah. I mean, obviously the inflation, the economy and stuff, but yeah, too much competition maybe. Um. Yeah, the steel is LC 200. I've heard. Yeah, Trisha saying it's mostly Chinese companies. Well, I don't have to worry then because I never buy the Chinese knives. Um, yeah, people always want to do things the cheapest way possible. Yeah, but then that's the problem is you end up with only the cheapest things possible. Like yeah, the person that like only wants to spend $10 on a knife is like, why didn't this knife last me 20 years? Yeah, I think greed has a lot to do with it. I think that has from the top to the bottom. I think greed. In fact, I think that's the number one thing causing inflation. Like you've got standard inflation and then you've got the shrinkflation. But the vast majority of it is greedflation. A lot of these big corporate companies and stuff, they've gotten caught doing it, like talking about it, like they're just like literally making the comment. Well, people keep paying for it. We'll keep raising the prices until it affects something, and we just keep paying for it. So yeah, yeah, they kind of control everything. Yeah, greed spoils everything it touches. Yeah. Must is a whole other disease. Yeah. Yeah, where the two is just quality control look at Exotac. Yeah. The world is too hooked on dopamine. It really is. I mean, wow. I think about that a lot. Like, what's the major differences? I mean, they're endless. But look at how life was in the '80s and the '90s, and we didn't have all these problems that we have today. You know, like I was talking earlier, like how many people can remember like people having shotguns in the back rack in their pickup truck in high school, and we didn't have all the school shootings and stuff. But I mean, there were firearms at my high school every single day, and there was a whole lot of them on Tuesdays because Tuesdays is when the everybody in junior ROTC that was on the rifle team, we brought in our rifles, and then they got locked in Commander Doherty's office. He had a gun safe in his office, but you brought it into school, put it in the gun safe. At the end of the day, you would take it out of the gun safe, and then we went to the Londonderry fishing game for our indoor shooting practice every Tuesday. And there was like 30 of us, and that's not even including the people that had like bows and shotguns and stuff in their trucks. But there were no school shootings, and now they just go out of their way to do it. Um, yeah, Gons. I believe yeah, keeping up with the Joneses, or they've got you milked into like the iPhones and stuff. Like every 6 months they come out with a new version that really the difference is you can't tell. Most people can't tell. It's so trivial. But yeah, every 6 months upgrade your phone. Every 2 years upgrade your car lease. Um, haven't bought a knife in almost a year. Wow, it's Pat. It's not that kind of group, man. I get it. I get it. Like, what do you want a coin or something? Well, here's here's Pat's 1 year chip. Pat's been 1 year without buying a knife. Everybody congratulate him. With the willpower and the 12-step program, you too can quit buying knives. No. um, carried my butt. Yeah, Yeah, everybody had pocket knives in their pocket. Nobody, there was plenty of fights, but they were just kind of like, like mind your manners kind of fights. um, I always get a refurbished phone after the one I've turned in. Um, yeah, man, a whole year back. I know. Well, we'll have to start off the live chats now, going around the live chat. Hi, my name is Pat, and I'm a recovering knifeaholic. It started with just one knife because I needed it, and then I needed many more. And then I found myself in Instagram and YouTube. Yeah, I love buying. I do too, Trish. Like I have my own little thing. I do. I love buying USA made knives. And I like to take it one step further, and I like to buy USA made knives that the company's owned by veterans because hey, why not, right? Yeah, I'm a huge supporter of veterans, like especially these guys. Like they're damn lifers, 22, 23 years in the army as Green Berets. That goes for both Phobos knives as well as Spartan blades. So yeah, so that's a cool thing. 100% of my fixed blade knives come from Green Berets. How awesome is that, right? I don't know how awesome that is, but it's cool. It's cool supporting these guys, and they both make great stuff. I do. I love their stuff. Both Spartan blades and Phobos. I like Phobos is kind of like my preferred one. If I had to pick one, either Phobos or Spartan blades, it would be Phobos. Just because of the increase, like the more ergodynamic stuff are, the better the grip, less hot spots, stuff like that. But I do like Spartan blades because very sleek, very SEXY, very highly concealable IWB type stuff. This would probably make a great boot knife and everything. Um, but I do like my Phobos because there's definitely more scale material there. It definitely fits the hand better. Yeah, Dean P. Yeah, Spartan's got some really cool blades. I like I said, they're my two favorite companies by far so far. Oh, I am. Yeah, man. And yeah, it's wild. Like when I first saw Phobos knives, it was actually the Tier 1C knife. And it was Chris Tanner over there, Prepared Mind 101. He had a video on it. He had a cool thumbnail. And I thought it was like a Chinese knife company at first because I'm like, Phobos, never heard of them. Like, that sounds like, Civivi, Wee, or Kobe, or Phobos. But I'm like, hey, I like a little eye candy with the knife show, especially when it's taken out of the sheath and stuff. I like the knife undressed. Um, yeah, so I decided to watch a video, and then he's talking about Phobos knives, and he's like, "Yeah, veteran owned." I learned the story, and I'm like, "Cool, I'll check it out." And that was back in 2019, and I got my first Phobos knives. And yeah, so since like 2019, I've been a huge Phobos knife fan. So it just kind of became part of the channel as well. Former DIA agent, you got gut knives? No, I don't. Oh yeah, yeah, and the leather sheaths with the Phobos knives, yeah, those are art in of themselves. Most definitely. I want a finger groove 112. Solid Snake, welcome to the chat. How you doing? Former DI, I'm interested. He's listening. All right. So if you're new, what kind of knives do you like to carry? Um, Hi, how you doing? I'm for sure getting a gray come next. A gray? A gray what? A gray alien? Wouldn't you like to be a rigger too? Oh, are we getting trolled? I don't know. I'm missing it. I'm trying to keep up with the chat as best I can. We've had it go in a couple of different ways today. I like the 24 ounce, so I get more water. Sorry, I mean Grail. Oh yeah, yeah, the 24 ounce. Yeah, the GeoPress. I like the Ultra Press. I haven't tried the GeoPress. I think they both have their pros and their cons. like everything else, like absolutely everything else. Pros and cons. The GeoPress has the French press adapter. I don't know how good that works, but if it works, that would be cool. Yeah, it does have a slightly increased capacity. I like the that on the GeoPress, which I don't have one yet, but on the GeoPress they actually attach the cap to the bottle. You know, it's got the little whoop because you lose the cap and that just sucks. No matter what you're doing, that's going to change your day. I know it's just a cap, but it sucks on a scale of 1 to 10. It sucks. Um, my name's Jeef. Gonzo, have you smoked yourself retarded today? I'm just saying, it happens. You can. I think what's that half baked there with Dave Chappelle? That I never thought I would say this to anybody before, but I think you have smoked yourself retarded. Cons, are you okay, man? John is making an appearance. Bring Tom back. Oh, Trish, yeah, John's hanging out. It goes from Tom to John to, hi, my name's Ricky Bobby, and welcome to Ricky Bobby's Bushcraft. Tabsky time. All right, well, I don't mind you guys. You guys can blaze away during the lives and stuff. But in the back channels, get on Discord or something and get yourselves on the same strand. Cause y'all are smoking entirely too many strands here. We got like 9 people smoking 12 strands, and I think that's what's happening to the conversation. Um, or at least narrow it down to like you're either gonna go with indica or your sativa. One of the other guys coordinate. We need to organize this. Um, you have a Discord? Um, yeah, Trish, I do. I still haven't I gotta re-download it on the new laptops. But I gotta yeah, man, it kind of messes with me. Instagram for some reason, like 2 other people can be having a completely different conversation, and I'll get every single notification. Like YouTube needs to get its notification app or whatever algorithm from Discord because Discord, man, they don't hold a single notification back. You get all your notifications and your friends' notifications. Cocoa with ether. Um, Rob's knife sent a power potion for 500 joules. Is it an infused power potion, Rob? I can't do the big dabs. That's a Nick's having a confession. I got baby lungs, guys. Just baby hitting the dabs. I really want the Station 9 sear knife, but it's sold out now. I took 3 diamond tab once and forgot how to read. No, I hate coughing. I know that's what those has anybody tried those mood gummies? Like I'm sure you guys have gotten the commercials. The mood gummies, like you can mail order them or something. They're like little gummy cubes. I had a tab and forget to give a damn muzzle out. Um, I hate coughing from weed, so I quit. So I stopped. Yeah, Dean. I know a lot of people that are like that. They can't, like the old saying goes, you can't get off without the cough. But after a while, that cough wrecks you, and then it kind of like ruins the game. My man, cons, damn it. YouTube got rid of the happy shit emoji. Chaos, that sucks, man. You know the system's against us when you can't have a happy poo emoji. That's they've gone too far now. Oh, is Don Ray's taking off? All right, Don Ray, thanks for hanging out. We definitely appreciate you being here. Have an awesome day. I have a heck of a tolerance, but I like taking small rips. Yeah, I don't blame you, Nick. Wow, I'm coughing up a lung here just laughing. Oh, 'tis the season. I've been doing a lot of the spring cleanup, and I've been kicking up all the nasty, shitty kitty cooties, and that's been tearing me up the last week. I try to do a little bit at a time. Um, yeah. Plus, really, yeah, yeah. Whenever I get there, I'm open by the end. I have a my kids want to go to the mall. Man, yeah, I don't know. Malls kind of suck nowadays, don't they? They're not as good as they used to be. I guess that you could say that about everything, though. Yeah, it's important to hit the books from time to time. And yeah, Dean, you're totally right, man. They've done studies on that, and yeah, there's like listening to a video, like watching a video, listening to a video, audiobooks. Um, it doesn't have nearly the same retention rate as if you physically read it. Like yeah, like actually reading it word for word, it's actually better for you. Not saying much. Yeah, yeah. I went to my local mall to get my phone fixed, and like half of the thing is shut down. Oh, it's yeah. They shut down the mall here where we live. Yeah, I remember when they built it, and now it's shut down. Like yeah, just some YouTubers going in there making videos, and I'm like, no, you're gonna get like you're like making a video, you trespassing. Like, don't they just come and arrest you for being stupid? Like, they've got to be able to connect that. You need to snag a pair of Vans. Mine wore out. Man, that's when they're best guns. I used to put my I either got Vans or DCs, and I used to put the belt sander to the bottom, and I would like smooth them out as like make them like glass, and I'd call them my morning shoes. Cause yeah, with the bottom of the shoe completely polished off, and they're already flat to start off with. You're just trying to like flatten it out a little more even. But yeah, with the morning dew, man, when you come into land, dude, you get like an extra 100 feet, 150 feet. It's insane, dude. Um, but yeah, nothing like taking a pair of shoes out of the box and slapping them on the belt grinder. I knew I found my people here. You wore DC shoes, my man. Oh, Robs, I used to own like 20 pairs of DC shoes. I'm not even joking. Yeah, man, the DCs are some of the best rudders out there. Yeah, and the nice part is like, yeah, I think they're like average cost for them when I was buying them all the time was like $60 to $90 or something. And yeah, they had all kinds of like great color combinations in red, black, and white, or red and black, or whatever I needed to match my parachute system. Mostly red, black, and white. Man, I had like a huge collection of DCs. Yeah, DCs and Vans are like yeah number one skydiving shoes probably is DCs. I've always been a fan of Vans, never liked DC. I think what it is there's a distinguished shape difference between Vans and DCs, and like depending on your foot shape, like your foot is either going to fit one or the other, and or like Converse as well. Okay, you can kind of throw those in there. Those Altimas or something that they're making now as well. Um, what's a belt sander? I didn't get a belt sander. Hail Slayer. It's a belt. Like I don't know what to say, man. It's a belt sander. I don't, is there a carpenter in the house that could better explain a belt sander than I can? It's a belt of sandpaper that's motor driven and it's a belt sander. I don't know. We used to have one, but it got um I didn't know Burlington was still in business. Yeah, I think there's a few here and there. Yeah, there's one here in Concord, New Hampshire, but yeah, I don't know where else there's the Burlington, but most of those places have gone up. Like yeah, if you go to some of those places now, they're full retail. It's not a deal anymore. Because yeah, I used to like to go to yeah, it's like I think it was Burlington. I don't know. Mrs. Bushcraft knows. There's a couple different stores. But yeah, I buy my everyday beaters and like my shoes I wear to work. I would just buy like last year's Merrells from Burlington Coat or wherever the hell it is we go. Because yeah, there's no point in paying like full price for a pair of shoes I'm just going to destroy. Does it sand stuff? Um, it provides you the ability to sand stuff. It doesn't sand stuff for you. It's not a robot yet. But yeah, never go full retail. So wow, Dean, never go full retail. Wow, that's yeah, I've said that a few times. Maybe not in those exact words, but I'm like, yeah. On this economy, like I don't buy anything unless it's like discounted. Like when they're coming out with the four, I'm like, okay. When they come out with the four, that's when I'll buy the three. Um, yeah, Burlington just opened about 2 miles down the road from me. That's where I bought my DCs, $30. Yeah, we have one right down the street from us. Yeah, I used to love shopping at Burlington. I think last time I went there, I don't know, they didn't have too much. No, they were undergoing like some refurbishing construction thing or something. So it was just like it was like minimal inventory and the place was just uh yeah, like they were definitely reorganizing everything. That's where I got all my Carhartt. Where was it? There's another one. I think it's Marshalls or TJ Maxx is the same thing. It used to be like discounted stuff. And yeah, you could like yeah, the Under Armour socks that they're charging you like full retail like $30 for like a 5 pack or a 6 pack or whatever it was. Yeah, you could go there and get them for like 10, but I think most of them are trying to charge you full price now. Yeah, Marshalls is another good one. Miss Bush, my ex girlfriend, works security at Burling down on Store Street. Marshalls and TJ Maxx is still solid, but they do tax on socks and stuff from big brands. Oh yeah, we don't have tax here, Rob's. Yeah, Rob, we don't have tax like sales tax here in New Hampshire. So we just like the price is the price. But they nail us on everything else. It's not like we're getting away with anything. Taxes for suckers. Yeah, no, you're Dean spot on. There's a whole lot of suckers in New York City right now. They getting taxed for everything. Taxes going up for this, taxes going up for that. Man, what? No sale? Yeah, yeah, Trish. No sales tax here in New Hampshire. Yeah, so I could like yeah, if you were gonna make like a major purchase and you're a New Yorker, you'd be better off like having us make the purchase and then just paying the shipping to you. Like yeah, if you're in New York paying like 10% tax, um, yeah, instead of spending an extra $100 on your $1,000 knife, you just pay like $15 and have it shipped from New Hampshire to you as like friends and family or something. However that works out. Yeah, no sales tax. There's only a few. What isn't it like 3 or 4 states that don't have sales tax? Oh, Trish, but it's worked out so good throughout my entire life. Like I grew up in New Hampshire, so no sales tax. So like for my entire like when I left home, everything like when I traveled in the army and stuff, I never wanted to buy anything because I'm like, no, you're not ripping me off with your silly state sales tax. I'll wait until I go home on leave. I'll buy some new pants. I'm not buying them here. Um, and then on post we didn't get charged tax for like standard stuff. So oh yeah, California is the worst by far. They're the worst on taxes and everything. Like I said, California is the only place I've ever been in my entire life that had coin op showers. Like, yeah, when you go to like a state campground or something like that, you're just gonna crash for the night. Yeah, it was the weirdest thing going to the showers at the campground and like getting undressed and jumping in the shower to realize you need a roll of quarters. Yeah, just like who does this? And then you're like, hold on, there's only like 5 quarters, so you got to find change for quarters. So you end up driving around looking for a laundromat or something with a quarter change machine. Going shower, yeah, and it was expensive showers too. It was like, yeah, if you're in there for 5 minutes, you needed like damn near a roll of quarters. Like it was like $7, $8 to have like a few minutes, like 5 to 7 minute shower or something. And it was like going to, you know, like a coin op car wash, like a self car wash. You put your quarters in, then you get the sprayer. It was, well, you didn't get the sprayer. You just sat there pumping quarters in, and you hope, you know, you hope you didn't run out of quarters when you were still in soap mode or something. Yeah, Illinois will charge a different tax for weed and concentrated. It's like a different tax on liquor. Yeah, yeah, like New Hampshire, nobody can sell liquor. You can sell like beer and wine at convenience stores and stuff, but the state owns all the liquor stores. So yeah, we don't have sales tax, but you can't own a liquor store either. Um, yeah, I went for 30 to 60 in the blink of an eye, mid 80s all week. Oh, really? Yeah, yeah, Dean. The weather's crazy everywhere, and it's like one of those, yeah, wait 5 minutes and it'll change kind of things. Yeah, the weather has been completely insane lately. Yeah, that sounds insane. Yeah, it is. Hey, live free or die, though, right? That's what we say here in New Hampshire. New Hampshire state motto: live free or die. You can't own a liquor store, and it's definitely not a 420 friendly state. It's still not legal on any level. Like, there's no recreational, there's no medicinal. There's just you can go, like, you can go to Vermont, Massachusetts, or Maine and get blazed if you want to. But in the state with the motto "live free or die," you cannot. You can't. You can like suffer from liver psoriasis. Stop shopping at the state liquor store, but there'll be no smoking allowed. Drive up, that's crazy work. Yeah, Florida. Yeah, we have drive up liquor stores. Yeah, there's a lot of southern states that have the drive up liquor stores. Pennsylvania has some as well. They've got like the drive through liquor store convenience stores there. Yeah, still kind of shocked it's legal. Yeah, yeah, especially in New York, right? Like New York used to be yeah, man, if you got caught with a roach in your ashtray, it was like 5 years or like 1 year mandatory or something. And yeah, they went and legalized it in New York. But it's probably good. I think New York was getting out of control. I know like out on Long Island, if you were getting anything decent, this was before they legalized it. I heard it, I read it in the newspaper. It was like 600 a lid or something. It was in that price range. Yeah, because it was on the news or something. I'm sure of it. Yeah, we used to have pot in the box with a drive up that it got legalized. Oh, we had that too. We had a in New Hampshire. There was some in Allenstown, New Hampshire. There at the Dunkin' Donuts. The people that worked there decided their pay sucked, so they started selling with, you know, like if you got a half a dozen out donuts, it was like a half an ounce. If you got like a dozen donuts, it was like 1 ounce. And and the thing is, they had like this secret code for ordering. You know, like you would get like 6 chocolate frosted donuts and get a half ounce, and if you got like a dozen honey dip, you know, that meant you wanted a full ounce, and you know, so on and so forth. They had little codes for it. Well, apparently, like they were grooving and making money and doing well, and then some cop went through the drive-through and accidentally ordered the perfect combo, and yeah, they ended up throwing a an ounce or whatever in with the cops' donuts. They got busted. Yeah, I guess they were running quite the racket out of Dunkin' Donuts in Allenstown, New Hampshire. Oh, I see. I mean, the concept is cool. Yeah, Arizona used to be way too uptight. I used to get weed at the Dunkin' Donuts on Main Street in Concord. I think that's why Dunkin' Donuts is so popular. Yeah, there's you can you can get your coffee, you can get your caffeine, you can get your THC. It's a one-stop shop. Um, you know what I'm gonna get a pre-roll. Oh yeah, it's yeah. I think you're right, Rob. I think everybody should get a. I think we should get one for Mrs. B for her birthday. She actually she doesn't do any of that stuff at all. I'm not even kidding. Like she's never been into it. She doesn't even really drink. She doesn't drink. She doesn't smoke. She doesn't do anything. One of these days, though, I'm gonna slip her a gummy bear or a package of them. If it was legal and smart, I'd send you one, dude. Yeah, it sucks, man. Yeah, but uh, yeah, when I first came back up this way, like Massachusetts had legalized it, and so we're going through Massachusetts, and there's these dudes ripping a bong on their back porch. I'm like, oh man, they're gonna get so busted. Then I'm like, hold on, we're in Massachusetts right now. It's perfectly legal. Um, is it primo? They're 2 for 20 here. Man, I think they're around here. They're like if you get like a 1 gram pre roll, like the higher end stuff, they're like 20 a piece or so. I think. Yeah, no, I don't see nothing wrong with giving a little bait from time to time, so long as you're a productive member. Well, yeah, Dean, that goes with everything. And to be quite honest, man, I've known more people that smoke from time to time that can keep their act together over like people that are raging alcoholics. Like really, I mean, you can't even compare the numbers. Like it's from one end of the spectrum to the other. Like, and that's the whole thing. You can smoke half the night and not wake up hungover and still inebriated. He isn't kidding. Never even tried it. So what if you want to get stoned? It's way safer than booze. Yeah, yeah, and it's way safer than booze. You're less likely to get that psoriasis of the liver. I've actually, man, I know at least half a dozen people that are no longer on the planet because of psoriasis of the liver, specifically from alcohol consumption. It's actually common in the skydiving world because yeah, you get wrecked on adrenaline all day, and then to come off that adrenaline rush, a lot of people will drink. They'll just drink and have a social, and man, you can down a 6 pack of beer and it'll all go down like water because the adrenaline's just countering it. But eventually that adrenaline drops off and you go from like completely normal to just tanked. So yeah, I know a lot of skydivers that kind of went down that drinking thing of yeah, it's like, it's like countering an upper with a downer is what a lot of people do. Is you're so whacked out on adrenaline after jumping all day, the alcohol just kind of like levels you off. Um, yeah, weed doesn't damage the liver at all, as far as I know. Yeah, I've drank enough for 3 lifetimes. Yeah, you and me both being a. But yeah, man, now man, I don't drink at all. In fact, yeah, last few times, and Mrs. B's been like, whatever's coming up, she's like, oh, do you want me to get you some beers or something? I'm like, nah, I'd just rather not. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but somewhere along the way, yeah, I turned into like a two can man, like 2 beers, and I'm taking a nap 2 to 3 hours. Lucky me, liver isn't toast. Yeah, it's funny. Booze is acceptable, but weed still has the stigma. Well, yeah, that's just all. Yeah, Dean, all that social structuring stuff like that. Like, yeah, what you were taught versus what reality is. Yeah, lucky my. Yeah, I smoke like a chimney and run a small contracting business just fine. Yeah, dude. For a lot of people, it helps them focus. It helps them, concentrate and stuff. Helps them get artistic. Yes, erosia is a skin condition. Yeah, just drink those healthy green monsters. Well, yeah, man, the monsters are probably healthier than the alcohol. I'm not saying monster drinks are healthy for you. They're not. They're not. They're just healthy for me. So if you have any, you can send them to me, and I'm looking out for you. Miss B and my kids keep saying they're gonna get it. Maybe someday. Yeah, it actually helps me to be more focused and yeah. I think the only time it's like anything else, in moderation, it's fine. But when people take it to an excess, then yeah, it's not all that healthy. And the most unhealthy I've ever seen anybody with is that when it was way more expensive, I know people that would spend like $600, $800 a week on smoking. Like they were buying like, 1 to 2 ounces a week or something on the higher end. And going through it in a week, I'm like, how do you do that? It's kind of weird. But I saw that like the economic end of it, but they didn't suffer like professionally or anything. Yeah, I can't do the energy drinks, thankfully. Yeah, I could go for a monster. Yes, yeah. Trish is down with the Celsius. I want to be patient when I grow up. I know, right? I still haven't figured out what I'm going to be when I grow up, Gons. Don't worry about it, man. How you doing? You all right? Did you get some oxygen yet? Coffee, the original energy drink. Yeah, BNA. I think you're right. It isn't coffee like the second most consumed beverage in the world. I forget. Isn't it tea and then coffee? And that's only because like India. Yeah, I used to pound through a half ounce every 4 or 5 days, but that was abusive of myself. Gets a little rough on the lungs there, huh, Rob? Mark Carter up north. What's happening? Welcome to the chat, my man. It's always a pleasure to see you. Hopefully you're doing well, buddy. We're getting there. Yeah, once a month I buy Italian sweet cream for my coffee. Yeah, Miss B, she drinks the hot coffee in the morning and then iced coffees during the day. And then yeah, I'll have my hot coffee in the morning, then cracking a can for the rest of the day, man. We're what could possibly go wrong? I smoke about an ounce a week plus 2 grams of concentrate. Yeah, that would probably last me like a year, Gons. Sorry with my types, I'm still half asleep. That's okay, Dean. We're used to it here. Typos, talk to text. Yeah, autocorrect making us all look a little dumber. Yeah, I think it's something we've just become like accustomed to now. All right, yeah, Chaos is gonna take a little nap, crash out, get some sleep, my man. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Yeah, who's keeping? Yeah, that's like man, the college kids when they go out drinking. Yo, I had 17 beers. I had 2 shots of Jaeger. I had 2 shots of tequila, man. I had a shot of whiskey. I smoked a doobie. I ripped the bong. It's like you gotta. It's like carrying around a little check card with you or something. Bushcraft, Miss Bushcraft. Peace out. Oh, be shady. Good. Wow. Hey, who did that? Where we need to hook. See, that wouldn't have happened if we had the gimbal on there. I don't know. I could be lying about that too. Way to go, amateur. Um, but hey, be shady. Good morning. How you doing? Yeah, sorry about the malfunction there, but don't worry. We recovered. No need to cut away. I just know because I buy it. Yeah, I think, man, I think everybody knows what they do. I just, but everybody's had that, right? Like everybody had that friend that went on Friday night or Saturday night, and then they give you the scorecard for the next week. They're like, "Did I tell you what I did Friday?" Bongs all day. Oh yeah, I even put my troll boots on and did a video for the channel today. I'm ready to find a troll, just one today. Mark, there's got to be some trolls around. I don't know why they left me alone today. I think maybe we finally scared him away. There was this one dude, Troy. Anybody remember Troy from like a week and a half ago or so, 2 weeks ago? Oh yeah, we basically Dude, we farted in a bag and stuffed his head in it for about 10 minutes. Yeah, we're living rent free in that guy's head, and then he came back. Like, I guess. Yeah, he was. Yeah. Troy the boy. It was Troy. Troy was fabulous. we, yeah, we absolutely wrecked that dude. This is wild. There hasn't been any. I know it's actually wild. Yeah, it is. It's crazy. There hasn't been any. Like, yeah, they were coming in here wholesale. I think they accomplished their thing though. They accomplished enough of a ruckus. Like we totally got. I got like shadow banned or put in YouTube jail or that. Like we're not gonna put your channel out for a while because you can't be calling people asshats and things like that. I guess I don't know. But it is what it is. I can't help it. But yeah, we usually get majorly trolled. We haven't really gotten trolled much, and it'll be like once the views are back up, I've done all the work of like recoup the damage. Yeah, they'll be right back in here. It's kind of like it's like it cycles with the moon sometimes. But yeah, I vote Mark for moderator. No complaints, just an expensive ad. Yeah, little puppy should not run where wolves eat. Yeah, that's the truth, Mark. Yeah, they yeah, if you can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch. Um I have a few more mods to do to my boonie hat now that it's wearing weather. Yeah. Man, oh, I want to get. They have a 500 denier boonie hat. What is it? It's hard weather hats or something like that's the name of the company. Hard weather. Yeah, 500 denier boonie hat. It's sweet. It's like $74 though. Yeah, little puppy should not. Yeah, yeah. I vote. No competition. Just the most secured live on Earth. Yeah, we do have it pretty secure now. Yeah, yeah. My boonie like is made. Yeah, true spec. Yeah, true spec. They make some pretty decent stuff. Um, yeah, yeah. True spec does. What's that? Another company, that Spec Ops brand. They make some pretty interesting stuff as well. I haven't bought any in a few years, but yeah, and good times are had by all. We should draft women this time. Oh yeah, Silver Soldier, I'm all for it. Yeah, I just yeah, all the feminist movement, all the equal rights and all that, and yeah, and then they're talking about making the draft automatic, to sign up for it in December, right? December of this year. And yeah, they're not a single feminist like, hey, how come we're not getting drafted too? Or why aren't you putting on that draft? Well, yeah, why aren't you putting us on that draft list? Yeah, just nothing but crickets. But equal pay, equal rights. Yeah, equal drafting as well, sweetheart. Um, yeah, what kind of axes do you guys use? I know trees change state to state. My go-to Fisker is light and composite. Why does YouTube keep asking me to claim my XP? I have no idea. Every girl at work is exactly like that. It's weird. Yeah, it's gotten yeah, it's weird. Yeah. It's like yeah, I don't know. The whole feminist movement is always like, yeah, feminism as long as it works in our favor. But if it's like legit, like, hey, sweetie, it's time to clean out the porta potties, and then nobody signed up for that. They want the CEO office job, but yeah, they don't want to be digging holes and stuff. I feel like that's every movement. I want to get a Granfors Brooks X. Yeah, Granfors Brooks makes. I have their hatchet. I think yeah, it's kind of packed away right now, but yeah, Granfors Brooks makes some great stuff. A lot of people like the council tool as well. Um, but yeah, I think that's every movement. It's the 1% wanting attention and wanting the other 99% to cater to their delusional mental health issues. We just who's really got the time for that trash? I'm stoked to try out my Pocket Boy. Yeah, man, the Pocket Boy is awesome. I've had a few of them, and I like the 170. I'm not a big fan of the 130. That if you've got I don't know, the 130 is just on the shorter end. I mean, stuff that small you can usually break. If you're using a saw that small, you're probably doing like some type of like health or cosmetic pruning on a bush or a tree or something. Um, yeah, just that saw like even the 170, like I think it's great. Get a straight blade on that. It's great for notching and stuff, but or like doing like a small survival shelter. It's not the kind of thing like if you're processing firewood, you could just break it faster. Yeah, Rob, I'd get like the big boy 360 or something. Or like if you don't want the folding saw, get like a Zubot 330 or 360, 390. Um, that sounded dumb. I didn't like a silky. No, no, Rob, it didn't sound dumb. I was following you. I was tracking. We were on the same page for sure. I like, yeah, the folding. Yeah, so like the big boy 360. Like yeah, if you're gonna be doing a lot of like camping firewood, not like household firewood stuff. But yeah, like this one right here. This is the 360. Yeah, this is a medium tooth straight blade. You can also get like a large, extra large teeth curved blade. So there's some options out there for sure. But yeah, if you're gonna do a lot of firewood, yeah, great saw. The in between for me is like the 240, which is this one. This is the 240 Outback, the Gomboy Outback, compared to like the 360. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that with the print. Yeah, this is more for like I might have to do some firewood for cooking or something, but I'm not doing a lot of fires. Or like an emergency shelter, just like something small. But yeah, if you're going to be doing a lot of cutting of firewood and stuff like cold weather, hot tenting, stuff like that, I would go with a 360. So yeah, it all depends on the amount you're going to use it and all that. I almost got the Outback, but it's larger than I'd ever need. Um, well, the Outback comes in like the same sizes as. I mean, there's like basic sizes. They come in like the Pocket Boy is 130, 170. The Gomboy is 210, 240. They've also got like a 270 and a 310 or something. And then the big boy is 360 millimeter. And like the only thing that changes between the Outback and the standard Silkies is like the handle material instead of the rubberized. On the Outback, it's more like a cork material. This is the Outback Gomboy. Um, and then yeah, this has got a black tin finish or something. Versus just the standard satin finish on the blade. So the Outback is like more for the outdoor stuff. A lot of these, the silky saws were originally had nothing to do with the outdoors. It was for like arborist work, doing a lot of pruning and stuff like that, whether shrubs and trees. And then later on, they got into the outdoor stuff, which is where the Outback series started coming into play. Um, Man, I swear, all of your gear is quality now, but of gimmicky Chinese made garbage. I like it. I almost got the Outback, but it's yeah, Mark, that's not a saw. Bushcraft grabs a real saw. That's a saw, he says. Um, yeah, you can do trinket steel with the. Yeah, you can do a. Yeah, we've done it a bunch of times on here. Yeah, the spine of the saw edge on all the silkies. Yeah, you can use them on a ferro rod. I haven't got a ferro rod out right now, but yeah, you definitely can. Whether it's the Pocket Boy or the Gum Boy or the yeah. Yeah, my friend does tree work and turned me on to the Silky, and then Bushcrafters. I watch all the use it. The Silky is Harbor Steel, so makes a spark. Yeah, that's the whole thing, man. I used to use a Baco Laplander back in the day. It was actually a one of the pilots we hired. He was getting out of arborist work and getting into aviation, and the guy was a world champ arborist, and we used to go do arborist work together. But yeah, he's the one that talked me into silky saws. He didn't really talk me into it. He showed it to me. I used it, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's a no brainer. And I've been using silky saws long before the Canadian prepper started pimping them on YouTube. I'll tell you that. Um, I need to get a different blade for mine. Yeah, Trish. Yeah, because you didn't you get the purple that, and that's the whole thing. The silky saws are color coded based on like um the different saws. So like the purple one has it's extra fine teeth or whatever. Yeah, like 26 teeth per inch, and medium, which typically has the black handle. Yeah, they've got 10 teeth per inch. And then they've got others like um yeah, what is yeah, these are large. I think these are considered large or extra large, and it's like 8 teeth per inch. Yeah, so Trish, whatever size pocket boy you have, like if you've got the 170, like you can get whatever blade you want for it. Like if you want like a medium like depends on what you're gonna cut. If you're gonna cut like drywood, firewood, stuff like that, you want like the 8 to 12, the medium or so. Yeah, Silky is barely more expensive than Baco, so I went with Silky instead, and it works way better from what I've seen. Yeah, yeah, Dean, they do. They cut substantially better than a Baco. It's like night and day. Like I said, the first time my buddy showed me in fact, the first Silky I ever used was the Zubot 330, and I was like, no way, that's just insane. And so yeah, we were in Pennsylvania. We went to Sherrill Tree, which is an arborist company, and I picked up my very first Silky Zubot, and I got rid of the Baco Laplander. I've never used anything else since. Just Silky saws. I might give Agawa a chance. They've got the folding bow saws, but they're still bow saws, and they're limited to that range between the blade and the bow. So whatever, and even though yeah, they make like a 21 and a 26 inch, but if it doesn't really make more room. Yeah, my hands away is a cheap China made one, and boy, does it work. I do like the Baco saws come with the Scandi knife, but I already own a few more. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'm not into Moras that much. I know people are like, oh, but you can buy, a dozen of them for the cost of one knife. Well, you're probably going to need a dozen of them. Yeah, the other thing, I'm just not into that. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't need a knife like one in my glove box and one here and one there. Well, I don't have a glove box for starters. But yeah, I'm not just throwing that on there on my bike. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if you get used to driving a Corvette, who the hell wants to drive a Chevette afterwards? So um, I'll stick with my Corvettes, and they're reliable, they're dependable. Yeah, they mostly got hype from survival. Yeah, I have a Mora. It's all right. I lost it outside of the sheath in my storage unit, so it'll be a fun surprise one day. Yeah, but even Mora's gotten greedy with some of their stuff. They came out with some fancy like it had wooden handles or something. And next, like even Mora's got a couple of $300 ones, and you're like, that's not a $300 knife there, Mora. Um, Oh, what series? Even DBK was bashing on him for that one. They're like, you went from $20 knives to $350 knives, like nothing in the middle. Oh, I should make an omelet. If it ain't broke, don't eat the egg. Yeah, I wouldn't buy an expensive motor since they're made to beat on. But that's the whole thing. Yeah, look up the non-affiliate link YouTubers, and you'll see a lot of people like just trying to do some light batoning with a Mora, and it snaps at the hilt or snaps mid blade. There's actually quite a few of them out there. So yeah, I don't know about. I could go for like pancakes and sausage with like real maple syrup, not the fake stuff though. Um, just say no to fake maple syrup. But yeah, guys, we're over the 2 hour mark, and yeah, Mrs. B has got the day off, so I'm gonna go hang out with Mrs. B. We're gonna wrap this one up, but yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. Definitely appreciate everybody being here. We'll definitely see you on the next one. Yeah, we'll do some more lives later in the week. We're working on posting some new content. We're getting there. But yeah, guys, hey, be careful out there. Maintain situational awareness, stay alert, stay alive, and by all means, guys, stay frosty. We'll see you on the next one.